Nicole Kidman collapsing into a hospital bed after pushing through one of the most demanding filming days of her career wasn't part of the script, but somehow it became the most talked about moment surrounding Margo's got money troubles, and the truth behind what really happened is even more intense than the headlines suggest. By mid-April 2026, Nicole Kidman was deep into filming for the highly anticipated series, stepping into a role that insiders say is unlike anything she's done before. She wasn't just acting, she was fully transforming. Playing a former wrestler turned lawyer named Lace, Kidman had to balance physical performance with emotional depth, a combination that quickly turned the set into a high-pressure environment. And from the very first major filming day, things took a dramatic turn. On that particular day, the production wasn't just shooting a simple scene. It was a massive, logistically complex setup involving hundreds of extras, intricate choreography, and a schedule so tight that any delay could cost the production thousands. Everyone knew this was one of those make-or-break moments, and right at the center of it all was Nicole Kidman, already visibly unwell. Crew members began noticing something was off early in the day. She looked pale, she appeared physically drained, but instead of stepping away, she kept going. According to insiders, Kidman insisted on completing the scene, even as her condition worsened. There was no dramatic announcement, no pause for concern, just a quiet determination to push through. And that's where the story takes a turn that has people across Hollywood talking. Because what no one fully realized at the time was that Nicole Kidman was battling a severe flu, not just a mild illness, but something intense enough that under normal circumstances would have kept most people in bed. Yet there she was, standing under hot lights, performing physically demanding scenes, delivering lines with precision, and carrying the weight of an entire production day on her shoulders. By the time the camera stopped rolling, the situation could no longer be ignored. Her condition had deteriorated to the point where immediate medical attention was needed. She was taken to the hospital shortly after filming wrapped, where she reportedly received IV treatment to stabilize her condition. And suddenly, what had started as just another day on set became a full-blown headline. The reaction was immediate. Fans flooded social media with concern but also admiration, because this wasn't just about a celebrity falling sick. It was about the level of commitment she showed in that moment. One comment that spread rapidly described her as relentless to a fault, while another said, "This is why Nicole Kidman is still at the top. She gives everything, even when she shouldn't." But behind the praise, there was also a deeper conversation beginning to take shape, because while Kidman's dedication was undeniable, it raised a difficult question: how far is too far? Hollywood has long celebrated actors who push themselves beyond limits. Stories of extreme transformations, intense method acting, and physically exhausting performances are often treated as badges of honor, and Nicole Kidman has built her career on exactly that kind of commitment. From emotionally raw performances to physically demanding roles, she has consistently gone all in. But this time, the cost became visible. And it wasn't just her. The production itself had already been under pressure. Margo's Got Money Troubles isn't just another series. It's a project that carries high expectations, especially with names like Margot Robbie attached behind the scenes. As a producer, Robbie has been instrumental in bringing this story to life, a story that explores financial struggle, identity, and survival in a modern world that often feels unforgiving. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. A show about money troubles, stress, and personal struggle was now facing its own behind-the-scenes challenges. Scheduling tensions, tight budgets, and the pressure to deliver something groundbreaking had created an environment where every moment mattered. And in that environment, Nicole Kidman pushed herself past the breaking point. What makes this even more compelling is how quietly it all happened. There was no dramatic shutdown, no public meltdown, just a professional doing her job until her body said enough. Even co-star Nick Offerman later described her effort in a way that stuck with people. He called it superhero-level commitment. And while that might sound like praise, and it is, it also paints a picture of just how extreme the situation really was. Because superheroes don't get sick, but actors do. And in this case, the line between dedication and danger became very real. As news of the hospitalization spread, industry insiders began to weigh in. Some defended Nicole Kidman's decision to keep going, arguing that this level of commitment is exactly what makes great performances possible. Others were more critical, suggesting that productions need to do more to protect their talent, even from themselves. Because let's be honest, when someone like Nicole Kidman says she's going to finish a scene, who's going to stop her? That's the uncomfortable reality at the center of this story. Power, reputation, and expectation all collide in moments like these, and sometimes even the people in charge don't feel empowered to say, "That's enough." Meanwhile, fans continued to rally behind her, sending messages of support and hoping for a quick recovery. And fortunately, the latest updates have been reassuring. Nicole Kidman is said to be recovering well, in good spirits, and expected to return to filming once she's fully cleared. But the incident has left a mark. Because it's not just about one day, one scene, or one hospitalization. It's about the culture of an industry that often rewards pushing limits without always acknowledging the cost. And at the same time, it's also a reminder of why Nicole Kidman remains one of the most respected names in entertainment. Because moments like this reveal something deeper than talent. They reveal commitment. They reveal discipline. They reveal a level of professionalism that few can match. But they also reveal vulnerability. And maybe that's why this story has resonated so strongly, because it's not just about a celebrity getting sick. It's about the human side of someone we're used to seeing as almost untouchable. A reminder that behind the performances, the awards, and the headlines, there's still a person pushing themselves to meet expectations, sometimes at a cost. As Margot's Got Money Troubles continues production, the spotlight will undoubtedly remain on both the project itself and the people behind it. Not just because of the story being told on screen, but because of the story that's already unfolded behind the scenes. And if there's one thing that's clear, it's this. When Nicole Kidman returns, all eyes will be on her. Not just to see her performance, but to see how she rises from a moment that has already become one of the most talked about behind-the-scenes stories of the year. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.